Welcome back.
Took some time. Plus, who else is going to get this place through the 4th of July?
Your replacement came in early. She's just covering while I go on my little sabbatical.
What happened to your characters between first and second season? Because we know that some time has passed.
Yeah, I think Dana was having a really hard time, and I think her daughter, and trying to white knuckle it, not get any help, and I think her daughter probably said to her that this isn't working. You need to get some help. So in my mind, she's gotten a little bit of therapy, maybe some group therapy. Dana's backstory is that her mother died when she was in her teens, and at the same time she started volunteering at the hospital. So I think Dana's whole life has been, helping other people with their trauma, but not really dealing with her own, right? So I think the punch took her out of her place of safety. And so I imagine that she's also taken some self-defense so that she's able to feel safe. And she's back, but she's back, a little bit broken, a little bit cracked, not quite the same.
But she's not so happy because I think that the replacement for Robbie isn't a person that she wanted to have in her job.
Yeah, I don't think that they're the same type of person, right? I think she's got a lot of new ideas, and I think Dana's an old school gal. Yeah.
And what's up with your doc?
Langdon has spent 10 months away from the pit. 10 months away from his friends, 10 months away from the place where he derives a lot of his sense of purpose and meaning and identity. And he's spent a lot of that time in rehab, getting help for his substance abuse problem. And he spent a lot of that time at home with his family, with his wife and 2 kids. And I think he's done a lot of growing up over the last 10 months, and I think he's had to face his shadow in a way that he probably previously had not. And I think he comes back through the door in season 2 a different man than he met in season 1.
But did he grow? Because I think he's a little pissed off that when he's coming back, they are sidelining him and not giving him the credit that in his mind he deserved, like to go on the first line and to help with everything. They are putting him to triage and they're showing him that he is on the sidelines for a little bit of time if he doesn't regain the trust of everyone.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to come back in the same workplace where you were once a star. You were once the presumed senior resident. You were once the one who took a lot of pride in being highly competent and being the fastest and being the hardest working and being Robbie's favorite. And now come back in, and I think it's a very interesting journey. I think, people in recovery have this mantra of being a worker among workers. And I think that's what he's really trying to do, as far as I don't have to be the best, but that doesn't mean I'm the worst. I'm just a worker among workers. And I think that is a big adjustment from the way he moved through the pit in season 1.
And I want to ask you about preparation for those roles, because to be exact, all the sentences, the medical stuff that you're telling, it's like from a fake book. And I'm curious, how do you remember it to, I don't know, how many times do you have to rehearse some of the sentences that they sound real and not learned?
Well, you have to run your lines as much as you need to. It's different for everybody. But we do have a phonetic explanation of each word. So we have an understanding. They put it at the top of each script. And we also have several ER docs on set all the time. So we have a lot of support in case we were to mess it up. But for me, it's rehearsal. I don't know about you. Sometimes I just have these, even though I'm not in the trauma scenes, I'll just have these big chunks of stuff saying what everybody's doing. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm saying because it's coming so fast, right? It's coming so fast.
You got to spend a lot of time with it. You got to do your homework, spend a lot of weekends with WebMD and MRAP, sort of understanding logically what it is that I'm saying and what the procedure means and what I'm responding to, that leads me to draw the conclusions that I do in the scene. But there's really no way to predict or prepare for a trauma scene. It's something that kind of has to be figured out in the moment.
I have to ask you and stuff, because how is it to say all the sentences, say also seeing like, I don't know, fracture leg or sticking out of the bone of somebody's body. How do you coordinate all those things?
Yeah, you just, I've got a term. You've just got to jump in the river. You know, there's no way to plan it. There's no way to prepare adequately for it. You've just got to show up and identify the problem and respond to the problem. And it's really great. It's really like acting 101.
There's the choreography too that the ER docs do. They create a choreography and they'll have like a diagram and it has the patient on a bed, like a little stick figure. And each person will get, the lines, the script page and like little arrows for where they go on what script, what they're doing. And they'll kind of come to each person and tell them what they're going to do on each line and when they're going to do what. And then it's like an orchestra. They just put it all together. I've only been in a few, but like mine will be like, hang this bag or pass this thing to somebody or,
Yeah, we have a bunch of medical directors that are real life practicing ER physicians. We have a number of actors in the show that are real life ER nurses that are on set with us every day. And they're really committed to making sure that everything we do is as accurate and authentic as possible. So they will install all the medical blocking in a trauma scene, but that usually happens about 20 minutes before cameras start rolling. So you just have to show up, listen to the professionals and then just
try
wing it,
I aim.